I did a blog today on Matthew 15:27, and it really has it's a very interesting thing going on. This is a story of the Canaanite woman that is asking Jesus to exorcise the demon out of her daughter. And Jesus, I'm assuming, pushing on her to get her to make a commitment of faith, says, no, I've only been sent to the house of Israel. It's not right to take the food off the table and give it to the dogs. And then in verse 27, it says, but she said, nigh. In other words, yes, I agree with that. I agree with that. And then she says, yes, Lord. And then Kai Gar. Kai Gar, the dogs eat from the crumbs that fall off the table. Now, the problem is that when it says Kai Gar, what's going on contextually is that she's saying, yes, I agree with your statement, and Gar. And really, what it contextually you can see it saying is, but. Well, the problem is, guard doesn't have any entry in BDAG that means but. There's no adversative in there. And yet, contextually, you have to have an adversative. I agree with you, Lord, that is your primary purpose for coming, but the dogs still eat the crumbs off the table. And it's one of those verses that shows how, if you really just stick word for word, you're going to completely mistranslate this verse. And if you look at the translations, what you're going to see is that they are translating the gar as an adversative. Why? Because context demands it, because the meaning demands it. So it's a very interesting illustration. So that was my blog this morning on Monday with Mounts.